it's not the time to get into the cattle business, okay? This is not the time to do it. I'm just gonna tell you. Contact. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another gorgeous day here on the Stoney Ridge Farm. Today is a fun day. It's the day we make money off the farm. After all this hard work, after everything we do here on the Stoney Ridge, today's the day where we take cattle to the sale barn. We take them to the market so that they can end up on your table. This is all grass-fed beef, but I can't butcher 25 cows a year. I've got to sell some to recoup expenses to keep building the farm. So today's gonna be fun. Cattle prices are insanely high right now. Insanely high meaning the farm's gonna earn a profit for the second year in a row, which is amazing. Even my accountant told me, dude, farms lose money. You're the only farmer I think I have, and don't quote me on this, that made a living, made a little bit of profit, which is pretty fun. I'm pretty proud of that. We've taken this place as a 150-acre first-generation farm, and what you see right here used to be woods. It's all pasture. What you see here is beautiful lawn, gardens, homesteading. So if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. I would love to have you back. Sometimes we lose sight of what we're really trying to do here, which is build a farm and live a wonderful life and eat the best food possible. That's it, America. By the way, pick yourself up a Stoney Ridge t-shirt. These are my girls and my boys. This big bud, this is 38. 38 is probably, I hate to say it, gonna go on the trailer. We've got two mama cows going on the trailer, number 38 and number 40, and they're gonna leave the farm. They are aging out and they're starting to, I don't know, they're just aging out. You don't keep all your animals forever. We have some that are kind of pets like Susie and Sweetie and Butthead, and they'll stay here. They'll retire here for sure. But we've got to make good, sound financial decisions with our farm. Today, we have been rushing the cattle across our farm as fast as I possibly can. You can see there's plenty of grass out here for them to eat, but I've had to bring them from way over on the other side of the farm all the way hop, bop, 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 hopscotching all the way up to here. And today we're moving them up to here through the woods and into a section of pasture that's right ahead of where our loading equipment is. So I'm gonna start moving cows and then I'll take you up there. I got a little bit of fencing to build today and I'll explain all of this, what we're doing. My stepdad Barry is coming up. We're gonna load the cows up in the morning and we're gonna take them up to Spring Lake Stockyard in Moneta, Virginia. So I've created a lane up through the woods here. I used to run the cows up through the yard, but I like doing it up through the woods now. I created a lane with this poly braid. This is poly braid wire, which the cows totally respect. It's typically electrified. Before our move today, it's not electrified. They just respect it. They know, don't touch that. It makes my nose hurt. Now our goal is never to be cruel to our animals, never to shock or harm our animals. We want a psychological barrier, which is this wire, not a physical barrier. And as a young calf, most of these cows will learn that this psychological barrier causes discomfort. Does it zap them to the point like you see in the movies? Bow! No. No, 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 no. And I've been shocked many, many times by the electric fence. So I just simply reel this up every time, and then I'll unreel it every time I move them. Oh, and it'll get hung in the grass sometimes. Come out. The cows move through this section approximately every month and a half, something like that. I try to move the cows every 12 to 24 hours so they never ever overgraze. If there's anything that I've ever learned, let them leave a third, trample a third, and eat a third, and get them out of there as fast as you can. Get them through, move them through the farm. The grass recovers quicker when you don't stunt the growth. You ever see one of your neighbors mow their grass that high because they're too lazy to mow? What does that do? Creates weeds, the grass doesn't recover very good, their yard ends up looking like crap. That same principle happens when the cows overgraze your pastures. Woo! Come on, girls! We got a batch of them over there that needs to come over here. Come on up! Come on up! Clear prop. Contact. Here's where the brain part comes in, because cows are not very bright, but sometimes farmers aren't either. We've got to get the cows to where they are enticed to eat here and then move down through a lane to the handling equipment, which you'll see in a little bit. I've got to use a little bit of cow psychology here. So I'm going to build a little fence from the water tank up here. That's a tire water tank. If you haven't seen the video, there'll be a link at the end of this video on how to build that. I'm going to run a wire right down through here to this section. This gate will be closed. The cows will graze in this area. It's approximately 2.5 acres. They'll graze overnight in here, and first thing in the morning, that's when the real action happens. So I'm gonna run a line of wire down this way. I'm gonna double it up. I'm gonna run another line of wire so nobody jumps the fence, because the younger calves tend to push through the electric fence, and that's not what we want. That's not our goal. On the other side of our handling equipment, I need the cows that I release to go down in where the other cows can't see them. Where one cow is, every cow wants to be. So if I move all the cattle down through this lane and they all follow each other, it'll be fantastic. If I move them down that lane and they see another cow in here, they're going to want to get in here versus going through the handling equipment. Some cows will be released back into the pasture. They'll be released over that hill where the other cows can't see them, and the other ones will be loaded up on the back of the truck. We say cows. Before we even get started, cow's terminology lesson. A cow is a female cow that's had a calf. A steer is a male cow with no man part. That's important. A heifer is a young female who has not yet had a calf, and a bull is a bull, if you don't know. But I'm referring to them all as cows. We're handling the cows today, in case you get hung up on terminology and think I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's run this wire and get these cows moved up here. I mean steers. I mean bulls. I mean mamas. Woo! Restrain right step in post. Very simple. This is a strain right geared reel system. I've got it wrapped up with that poly wire, and these are gate handles. Simply enough, I'm going to tie a simple granny knot, square knot, whatever you want to call it, on the end of this. Try not to break a sweat today, but I don't think that's happening. It's been a roaster this year, and the humidity is about 974% right now. So I'll take this and I'm going to hook it right onto this little tab that I have right here, and I'm going to run it all the way over there and install that handle. Later on tonight, after it cools off, I'm going to come out here and design my entire system for running the cows to the loading chute. That's important, and you'll see me do that in the morning. I don't do this like your grandpa did. We do it a little different around here, and it works. And we don't have to use chemicals with our animals, and it works. Did I say this? And it works. And it's cheaper. It's cheaper. I'm not pouring medicines all over my cows. They move, they mob, they mow, they graze. This contraption I'm walking up on is called the Razor Grazer. Check it out. I'll post a QR code right here. This is called the Razor Grazer. It's a fully self-contained grazing setup for moving and mobbing and mowing with your cows. And the ants love it. So this is a self-contained electric fencing system. If I can find the proper stuff here. Hook up our positive, our negative. That's it. Our line is hot. We're electrified. Want to test it? Pop, right there, good to go. That's called the Razor Grazer. It has a battery built in, solar power built in. It keeps bees on it. Yep, it keeps your post in there and a roll of wire, which is awesome. I'll post a link for you guys if you want to pick one of those up for your farm operation. It's towable anywhere you want to tow it on your farm. I leave it stashed right there because towing it is not my jam. I've got 5 electric fence controllers all over the farm right now. But if I had to move my cows every single day and I moved them through a big flat area, the Razor Grazer would be what I'd use every single day. This is that tire water tank. There's a goldfish living in there, living its best life. Wild and free goldfish water tank. We'll go down here and get these cows. Oh, woo, hot butt. Woo, 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 woo. Ouch. Let's get in the shade, man. Look at there, I got me some elderberries. They're pretty good. Good for you. Don't eat a lot of them or you go to the bathroom a lot. Uh-oh. Got us a tree down here on a daggum fence. Let's double check our lines. There we go. Uh-oh, big bump, big log. That's a big old log. Woo, girls! Woo, girls! I'm gonna try something different this time. I've never ran the cows through here behind the four-wheeler. I want to train them to follow the four-wheeler. So in order to do that, I'm just gonna drive through. You kids ready? Big Bud? You ready there, friend? You ready? Good deal. Think about it, bud. Come on! Come on up! Well, this is a different way of doing it. Gotta try new things. Come on, bud! Come on! Woo! Oh, now we're trotting. Girls and boys, come on. You're gonna see some flies, guys. It's summertime, the cows have flies. I don't give them a systemic fly treatment because I don't want to eat that stuff in my food. I don't think you want to eat it in your food, but if you go to the grocery store and buy your beef, you're getting it in your food. I wouldn't eat it, so why would I feed it to my animals? Come on, kids. Come up. Looks like everybody's moving. I'm gonna run up here and just double check the fence, triple check, double check. They'll run straight for the gate and try to find a way out every time. Woo, guys! Happy cows! All the gates look good. All the fence lines look good. And everybody's coming on in. Come on, moo-moos. Come on, moo cows. Come on. Come on. Good cows. There's Johnny. Spaz. Hey, dudes. Happy cows. Happy, happy, happy. All right. We'll see you guys in the morning. When I start loading up, I'll show you how I designed this fence system. What are you doing, kitty? Good morning, kitty. This is Fuzzball. Hey, buddy. Want belly rub? Oh, the belly rub. Coming soon. You're gonna like this. Easy off boot tray. Awesome. Guys, it's morning time. I got the sleep in my eyes. I got the stepdad on the way, and it's time to get these cows all sorted up. I did some interesting fencing. We'll take you up and show you what we got going there, and then we're gonna load them up and take them to Spring Lake Stockyard. This is the first load of cattle I'm gonna take this year. Probably gonna take 2 or 3 loads. We're gonna put as many as we can get on the truck. So let's get up here. They're already mooing. They've been mooing since about 5 a.m. They wanna move bad. Well, the flies are out in force this morning. Morning, guys. Good morning. Look who's standing up on the top of the mountain. King of the rock. King of the rock. All right. We're gonna head on up here. I'm not gonna move them yet, but we're gonna tease them for a good 35 minutes until we get the trailer backed up to the loading chute. Let's walk you through the setup as if you were a cow, backwards. I'm also taking some Waspers spray. That's what everybody calls bees around here, Waspers. Wasp, bees, whatever. But these handling equipment pieces are notorious for getting wasps in any little hole right here. They like to build in these little holes, so I do a little quick wasp survey so that we're not getting totally lit up by wasps. It's just a smart thing to do. So this is a Tartar Farm and Ranch sheeted sweep system. I'll post a link to it down in the video description. It's a Cattle Master Series 6. This is called a sweep chute, and it is designed to load and unload cattle and work your cattle. This is called a head gate right here. And the head gate basically opens and closes for the cows. We need the head gate in the fully open position. Pull that handle, open that all the way up, and this is where my stepdad, Barry, will be backing up to the trailer. There's a chute that the cow will walk through right here, and this is called a squeeze. This right here squeezes the cow's belly. In case you don't know, that makes a cow more comfortable. So we'll pull this down and squeeze the cow in there. And if we need to work on the cow, we just open that. We won't need to do that. If we got a cow in here, and this will probably be wide open for today's purposes, it'll be that wide. If we've got a cow that gets in there that doesn't need to go on the trailer, we pull this little release tab. That gate opens right there, and the cow walks out. Pull it back slow and slam it. Cows respond to loud noises and strange things. This is strange to the cows. I try to run them through 2 or 3 times a year so that they're used to it. It's as if an alien spacecraft landed in the yard, really, honestly. So it kind of freaks them out a little bit. We got to think about that while we're doing this. You'll hear some slamming and banging and beating and banging, and it's just necessary. It's just necessary to get this done. Last time I did this, I had a lot of comments from folks telling me, so much beating and banging, it's gonna scare the cows. Well, it is. That's the truth. Totally the truth. It will scare the cows, and we are trying to do low stress cattle handling as best we possibly can. But there's only one way to get a cow in a chute, and that's getting a cow in a chute. So you'll see this in action in a little bit. The cows will come through a gate up here into 2 separate pens. 1 pen there, 1 pen here. Then they'll come in here, and this is called a sheeted sweep. Sheeted meaning we have this sheet on the outside. What does that do? It keeps the cows from being distracted by outside things, okay? Another little bit of cow psychology that everybody needs to know is cows like to turn. They like to walk in a circle. If you've never heard that, at the end of this video, I will post a link to my interview with Temple Grandin, who is a world-renowned cattle handling expert. And it is just something super special. If you don't know who she is, today is the day you need to learn. She's got a movie out on, I believe, HBO. She's just an autistic person who teaches, I believe, at the University of Colorado, and I actually flew out to Colorado just to sit down with her for 15 minutes and get this interview.
We've got to give animals a life worth living.
Absolutely.
Got to handle them right. And when I first started back in the 70s, animal handling was really rough. It's improved a lot. And there's other people out there now teaching low stress handling methods.
Right.
But the first thing you got to do is to calm down when you handle animals. Because if you scream and yell at them, it takes 20 minutes to 30 minutes for them to calm back down.
Right.
So let's say you brought them in and they did get a little excited. You might want to take a break for 20 minutes and let those animals calm down.
I'd love to do that again, maybe revisit it later on at some point, but at the end of this video there'll be a link, so check it out. If you're into this kind of thing, you need to know who Temple Grandin is. She's got several great books. I will post a link right up there to Temple Grandin's book about handling animals gently. And that's what this is all about, low stress animal handling. So they're gonna come in through here. There are 2 separate pens in here. We have 55 cows on the farm. I don't need a massive handling system here. I do want to upgrade and I want to build this differently, and I'm actually going to be moving this entire setup to the other side of the farm so it's easier to access, and we're going to build an entire cattle handling yard, most likely undercover, so we can do this in the weather, in the rain. And the biggest take-home message, if you're starting a farm or a ranch yourself, you want to make sure that you can access this in the mud when it's muddy outside. So all underneath here is gravel. I graveled all this so we could get trucks backed up into here in the mud, and we don't have to tromp and wade through the mud, and neither do the cows. This process is very quick. We are moving and shaking, getting it done as fast as we can. Cows come into the first pen. Whatever cows that aren't going to go on the trailer will most likely be released into this section. You can see I ran a little poly wire right here. I've got about a ½ an acre fenced off. If I put the cows over here, I'll show you what'll happen. Everybody that comes through will try to get in there. I want to release them from this point here out into this little pasture, and that way everybody tends to come this way. So we want to draw them in this way. This is the gate where the cows will come in. So they'll come in from down there. They'll go in through this gate. I will close this gate off. That will pin them up. Whatever cows we don't get on the first round, it's okay. We don't have to get them all in there. They'll be out here grazing. I built a double line fence right here, and you can see it. There's 2 strings of electrified poly wire, and the cows have another, almost an acre between here and there. So they'll be grazing, but it'll be easy for me to walk and push these cattle. So whoever hangs out right there and grazes, that'll be just fine. Whoever doesn't hang out right there and graze will go into the pen area, and then whoever doesn't need to get on the trailer will be released out the back side of the pen. But everybody's desire will be to go that way, that way, that way, okay? Now, if we have to turn them around, we'll turn them around. We'll just turn them in there. But we won't be out in here enticing other cows to jump this fence. And I ran a double fence line right here just to make sure. I'll show you what that double fence line looks like. It's just 2 electrified wires right there. And the posts are every 8 paces, okay? There's a little gate down there. We'll open that gate, release the cows, and they are gonna be excited and happy to be on fresh, good, wet, awesome green grass. So we're waiting on my stepdad to get here with the truck. Once he gets here, we're gonna rock and roll, baby. I think. Come on back. Keep coming. Keep coming. We're ready, and it's going to be an adventure. So the cows are going to come down this lane. We'll set the camera up and you'll get to watch them come in, and hopefully they'll go into the holding pen here and into the deep holding pen. Then I'll start sorting them. I'll close the gate. Probably won't have all the cows in there. I'll let them eat out here a little bit. I'll open the gate, let more in, let some out the back. Let more in, let some out the back. It's going to be fun. Oh my goodness, that kicked my butt. That was tough, guys. Whew. It's about 86 degrees out here. Get up now. You gotta get the cows out of this alleyway. Get up now. Get up now. Get up now. Get up now. Close this alleyway back off. Get up now. This is the most physical day I've had on the farm in a long time. Thank goodness my stepdad was here to help me. All right, so I'm closing this alleyway off because I'm taking 2 cows to the butcher for beef. These are beef cows. Excuse me, bud. Gotta get everybody moved into this section of pasture and access to the water. Now everybody's moving. We got plenty of grass and our herd's downsized a bit. We'll downsize one more time in October or November. When we didn't get everybody I wanted on the trailer. We had one little bull that was just mean little bull. He had to go. He's in there kicking the trailer right now. Even after all this, it was still low stress. It was high stress for me but low stress for the animals. One steer, Big Bud, got his head kind of hung in the fence there, but we got it out within just a minute or two. Now we're gonna have mama cows bawling a little bit for their babies over the next few days because we're weaning to the trailer. So some of these calves are 9-10 months old. They need to be weaned, and this is how we wean them. It's an hour and 10-minute drive up here at the Spring Lake Stockyard. We're up next to Smith Mountain Lake in Virginia. Beautiful area. Cattle have been bringing extremely good prices, but not the crazy prices that you hear about in Texas, where a feeder calf is bringing, I don't know, $1,000. I don't think so, but I did check cattle prices and they're up about 20% from last year. So the procedure here is we pull up right up to this little unloading area, and a very, very grumpy man comes out and helps us unload. Maybe he's happy this time. He's been so grumpy every time, man. I think we have 17 animals on here, so we've got the herd size down almost to where we need to be for winter. Cows, let's see what you got. Come on, come on, come on. Up, up, whistle. Come on. All that work, and all I get is this piece of paper. And then when I come back, I get more pieces of paper. So we'll let you guys know when the paperwork comes in and the check comes in, how much we get out of 17 head. Awesome. So there was a younger guy this time. He was a whole lot nicer. Normally there's a crotchety guy that he's nice as he can be, but man, it's hard to get a laugh out of him. I always try to make him smile, but it is tough. I had a couple of young guys working this time, so no grumpy dude. It's here, baby. All right, so all that work, the entire year's work, 17 animals we took to market, guys. Up here by the beautiful outdoor kitchen. Cows have been moved to the other side of the farm now. We're right here near the loading area where we loaded them up, and I'm gonna go through this real quick. Now, I know cattle prices are up right now, but how up are they? You know, I don't know. I hear all kinds of tales that day-old calves are bringing like $2,000 or some crap. I don't think so. I just don't believe it. This envelope is sealed with the best spit anybody on planet Earth has ever regurgitated. Just tear into it like Christmas morning when we were kids, because it's almost like Christmas, right? So the cattle last year did net me a profit. I was pretty happy with the profit that it netted, but it wasn't that much. And we're talking about 150 acres, around 55 cows. So we've got about 35 or 40 mama cows right now. So we're producing, this upcoming year will probably produce 35 calves. That's a lot of calves to produce. Woo! Oh, that's a good check right there, man. 24,925 G's, 25 grand. Whoa, baby. That is the best I have done. I gotta find a way to spend that so government don't get it all. Let's go through the details. 25 grand, 24,959 from Spring Lake Stockyard in Moneta, Virginia. I'll tell you how much these cows brought. When I say cow, I'm talking about there are some heifers, there were some steers, and there were some cows. There, I think, was one cow in there. I'm pretty sure there was one cow. If not, we're going to be culling at least one cow because her genetics are not what we want to pass on the farm. So let's take that big fatty check, $24,959, whew, to the Stoney Ridge Farm. You know what that pays for? Hay, lime, $10,000 worth of hay per year is what it takes. But I'm gonna net a profit this year because this is not the last time we're going to market. We've got more animals to take. I do have 2 steers, and you'll see that video coming up. I've got 2 steers at the butcher right now. I found a new butcher. Really, really great people, really nice. If you didn't see the video, I'll post a link at the end of this video to why I fired my former butcher, because they ran their mouth. They got very sassy with me. Please remember to sign your cool affidavit. Cool, I don't know what that is. Thank you for putting some convoluted thing on there. I don't know what the heck, what it is. So here we are. We sold them by the head. One number 3 bull that weighed 330 pounds brought 400 bucks. I'm gonna put this up on the screen for you guys so you can read it real quick. Maybe you'll get a little better shot at it. One bull, 1,320 bucks at 330 pounds. It went for 400 bucks, $400 in the 100 is what that is. That biggest steer, that was 945 pounds. $2,573 for that biggest steer. The biggest bull, no, this is the smallest bull, 265 pounds, 1,060 bucks. We had another bull at 280 pounds, 1,064 bucks. Steer, oh yeah, one more steer. 2,100, a 780 pound steer brought $2,184. So the steers are bringing big money. That was 1,600 bucks last year. Holy macaroni. It may be worth it to raise out my steers to butcher size and send them in there. Wow. That is awesome. So the most expensive, there's more here. So another steer, 904 bucks. 235 pound steer brought 904 bucks. 240 pound steer, 960 bucks. That's $55 more for 5 more pounds. Must have been a good looking animal. 515 pound bull, $1,900. What? This is just nuts to me. So what you guys need to know is prices on cattle are wide open. They are up, big time. All the rest of the stuff is really hard to read. It's kind of convoluted, but you've got 3 young bulls all sold at the same time. 3 of them brought 4,202 bucks. This is big numbers right here, man. Big numbers. I'm super happy with that. Guys, it's not the time to get into the cattle business, okay? This is not the time to do it. I'm just gonna tell you. And honestly, a lot of local farmers, I'm hearing tell that a lot of my local farmers here are getting out of the cattle business. This has been seen as an opportunity for them to get out because they haven't made money for so stinking long. They've been working so hard. They've been waiting for the market to jump up like this. And a lot of people are really selling out. This really tempts me because I can build my herd back up and these prices aren't gonna stay this way for long. This really tempts me to bring the cows back around over here the next time I get them around and take those young animals to market, and probably anything that I think needs to be culled, get it out of the herd right away, because this is probably the best pricing on beef we'll ever see. Guys, I hope you learned a little something today. This is called a cow-calf operation, and I butcher a couple steers every year for local and family. At some point, I'm gonna be shipping out beef to you guys. It's all grass-fed, These cows have never seen grain. They've never seen any kind of medication unless they needed it. If they're wormy, we'll deworm them. If not, we don't have to worry about that. So beautiful farm, beautiful place, and finally netted a profit. I'd say we'll probably take 10 more animals to the sale in the late fall, and that will net us another 15,000 bucks. So 40 grand off of this small herd on this farm. That's what we're talking about, guys. And my entire goal here with building this farm was to be able to make 60 grand a year off the farm. That's my retirement plan, to be able to pull in 60 grand a year, and I think we're gonna be able to accomplish this. Thank you guys so much. Be sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more farm fun. I've got to go install a solar well pump down there at the backside of the farm. We'll see you guys in that video. Thanks a lot. Be sure you subscribe and stick around to the end. There'll be some cool videos at the end for you to check out on the farm, wrenching, building the shop, all kinds of fun stuff. See you next time on the Stoney Ridge. Woo! Come on down to the Stoney Ridge. Bring your wife and bring your kids. We're living life pure and sweet. That's the way it's supposed to be, Stoney Ridge. My cowboy's farming without no boots on. I don't even know that's some old city cowboy. It keeps bees on it. Woo, woo, woo. Ouch! Is that gun briar? Got bit by a briar. Yep. I forgot something. Gotta go get it. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to watch Stoney Ridge. What? Woo!